What's up, Sarah? Jeez, what are you doing?
Got big science test tomorrow, just popping some Adderall.
Sarah, do you even know the dangers of taking Adderall that isn't prescribed to you? Do you know any of the pros and cons of Adderall?
Not really. No.
Jeez, Sadie, why are you being so hyper? Hi, let me inform you a little bit on the basics of Adderall. Adderall is an amphetamine commonly prescribed to patients who have trouble controlling their actions, maintaining focus, or staying awake. 1 in 10 children today are diagnosed with ADHD, and 80% of those are eventually prescribed Adderall. Many question whether ADHD is overdiagnosed or if these children truly need these medications. Now you'll see a chart above of the symptoms of Adderall. You will see a photo of the chemical formula and molecular structure of Adderall. Adderall resembles methamphetamines. The methamphetamines in Adderall combine to receptors normally activated by specific hormones, normally produced in the hypothalamus and adrenal medulla. The response from the brain causes euphoria, insomnia, increased alertness, sometimes anxiety. This is why Adderall genuinely helps patients that suffer from attention deficit disorder, because it increases focus. But for those who abuse it that aren't prescribed Adderall, can cause dangerous side effects, but also major benefits, such as increased focus. You'll now see an image above of a neural synapse. In this synapse between two nerve cells, a hormone inside Adderall, the hormone, is being passed between two nerve cells through receptors. Through these receptors, it is sending a chemical signal to the brain and various other cells, causing the cellular response, which is how the symptoms of Adderall, such as increased focus, are created. Now, for the cons of Adderall, many argue that ADHD and drugs like Adderall that are overprescribed. But many specialists say, despite this health risk, ADHD medical therapy is necessary and very helpful for their patients. Further, Adderall is very addictive. U.S. law lists stimulants like Adderall and Ritalin as Schedule II drugs, or drugs that have accepted medical uses, but are often used for other purposes than they were originally intended to, such as recreationally. The National Survey on Drug Use and Health reported that 15% of college students had admitted to using the drug Adderall recreationally or to gain a competitive edge, along with 5% of high school students admitted the same thing. Additionally, in 2007, a large study showed that several college students are using Adderall to gain competitive advantage. One student, on describing her first experience with Adderall after she had procrastinated on a paper, said, quote, "I finished the assignment so quickly it was shocking." Further, this student during her sophomore year began to use the drug Adderall that was unprescribed to her regularly, usually twice a week. Her classes required massive amounts of reading, sometimes for stretches up to 12 hours. And because of this, Adderall was very beneficial. She began using it and described it as a robotic drug. She said that she became so focused that she forgot to eat, drink, and even go to the bathroom because Adderall made her. While there are differing opinions on how much Adderall can help your focus, many people feel that Adderall overall is worth it because Adderall helps us reach our full potential and helps many people focus better. Studies show that people are keen to learn more, and some studies even show that using Adderall to help sleep-deprived surgeons during long procedures is very beneficial. Many professionals feel that more people should actually be taking Adderall, even if they don't specifically have ADHD, because everyone wants to reach their full potential. So Adderall helps these people reach their full potential by improving focus, study habits, and learning ability. Many people compare this to taking Red Bull or drinking coffee, because Adderall greatly improves our focus and can make people much better at improving their study habits. Finally, supporters of Adderall argue that the side effects of Adderall are minor and that it's not a truly dangerous drug. And if a student needs help to gain a competitive edge or trying to improve their study habits and grades, then they should feel Adderall should be made more readily available for people to achieve their full potential. So, now that you know that Adderall is commonly used to treat ADHD, can increase performance both athletically and academically, but causes several side effects and is often misused and overprescribed, personally, as long as the prescription of Adderall is limited to patients with ADHD that were diagnosed by a doctor with ADHD, the benefits of Adderall outweigh the risks. So, now that you know the pros and cons of Adderall, you know you probably shouldn't be taking Adderall that isn't prescribed to you. By the way, where'd you put the Adderall? You probably shouldn't have that anymore.
I don't know.
Oh my god, Sadie, did you eat all the Adderall? Are you doing calculus?